Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund's 31st Anniversary Awards Gala, celebrating 31 years of developing minds and delivering dreams. And now, please welcome your host for the evening, the President and CEO of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, Dr. Harry L. Williams.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 31st Annual Awards Gala. If this is your first time at the TMCF Gala, you are in for what will be an unforgettable experience. You don't know how excited I am standing here for the first time as the new president and CEO of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. The past 10 months have been unimaginable, and I have enjoyed every minute, coming from managing a single university to working with 47 has been a remarkable experience that I look forward to doing for many years to come. Now, please direct your attention to the screens to see a video featuring some students from Tennessee State University.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Hi, I'm Paul Gunn, junior mechanical engineer major.
I am Jayla Brazil from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I am a psychology major.
My name is Kimbriana Hollins. I'm a student in the College of Business, majoring in supply chain management.
I'm Jamari Ross, soon to be Dr. Jamari Ross.
I am Traymond Jones, a senior mass communications major from Meridian, Mississippi.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
With the help of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, I'm able to pursue my dream, helping to deliver one baby at a time.
This scholarship has helped me realize my dream of becoming an attorney in the spirit of Thurgood Marshall.
Thanks to the college funds that one day I'm gonna be able to work for Boeing.
With the help of this scholarship, I'm able to graduate college and make my family proud as a first-generation college student.
And this scholarship has helped me pursue my dreams of becoming the Chief Financial Officer for the NFL.
And one day I plan to own my own business to become a positive influence to the young women in my community. But without this scholarship, I wouldn't be able to continue my education.
We're all still here, thanks to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
Now, wasn't that a great video? Thank you to Dr. Glover and her students at Tennessee State for putting on that video. Our annual gala is a special night of the year where we recognize remarkable individuals who have been champions of education, highlight extraordinary students who serve as the future of our workforce, and celebrate outstanding institutions of higher learning, and finally raise a lot of money. Raise a lot of money. Did you hear me say that? Yes, that is the first pitch for you tonight, and you will hear many more pitches like that. But in all honesty, I have to believe that you are here tonight because you believe in education, giving back and wanting to see TMCF continue to thrive so that we can ensure high-performing students to get and make it through college. That video summed it all up for me. When TMCF is there, we will be there for you. We are happy we were able to help those students stay enrolled. I hope what you saw continues to reinforce why you are here. The programming we do around leadership development, internships, and finding students good jobs could not be accomplished without your support. So we are counting on your support so other students, like the ones you just saw, can remain in school. Before we get too far into tonight's program, I'm going to ask Pastor Delmon Coates of Mount Enon Baptist Church and a Morehouse College alum to come and give us an invocation and blessing.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. Might we bow our heads in a word of prayer? God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far along the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray. Eternal and all-wise God, we come before you tonight with heads bowed and hearts humbled just to say thank you. We thank you for this day and for this occasion that brings us together. We ask that your hand of love would consecrate our hearts, illumine our minds, and commission our hands to be beacons of light in a cruel world. We gather tonight in the midst of unique and unprecedented times, times of great challenge, times of tremendous difficulty, hatred, and fear. We ask that you would bless the Tree of Life congregation and the families of those in Pittsburgh who lost their lives in recent days. Help us to rise above racism and anti-Semitism, above division and vitriol, and enable us to search for common ground and for that which unites us in the bond of humanity. We need you today. Help us to be ambassadors for peace, emissaries of justice, and bearers of good news in a world gripped by hatred. Bless the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund, the honorees, attendees, benefactors, and most importantly, the beneficiaries of tonight's gala. May tonight's gala tap into that which is enduring and uplifting in the human spirit. Let us never forget how we got over and who got us over. And let us never forget from whence we have come. In the face of racism, let us celebrate diversity. In a world of sexism and classism, remind us that love does indeed trump hate, that unity trumps division, and peace trumps war. Help us to be beacons of hope and reconciliation to make the world a better place. Bless tonight's meal. Bless the hands that have prepared it, and we thank you for the ability to have it. Show us that the reason we have is to help those who don't have. This is our prayer in the name of hope, love, and peace. Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor Coates, for those wonderful words. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of our anniversary awards gala is developing minds and delivering dreams. You know, most experiences start with a dream, and I'm no stranger to dreaming. Growing up in eastern North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina, yes, Greenville, North Carolina, an agriculture place where agriculture was the way of life. I explored following in the footsteps of so many of my friends and family members working in the tobacco fields. After one day of sucking tobacco, anybody here know what sucking tobacco is? People down south probably know. I know most of you don't know what that is. With your hands covered in sap, I quickly realized that I didn't want this to be my life or my dream. I started thinking about what could be my way out. I believe studying hard and immersing yourself in education would be the best way to get me out of the vast tobacco fields in eastern North Carolina. And guess what? It worked. When I went to college as an undergraduate student, I was always sought to fight for and to equalize the educational benefits of underrepresented students on campus. My professional experiences spanning from admissions to vice president for academic affairs to a college president, and now I'm the president and CEO of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, all have one common focus, and that focus has always been on progression, support, and the matriculation of students, and I'm excited to continue that here at TMCF. So tonight, I invite you into my world, my home, our guests. You are officially part of the TMCF family. As you can tell from my experiences, I share your passion to support HBCUs and PBIs and the students who attend these member schools so that we collectively can continue to develop minds and deliver dreams. And speaking of delivering dreams, we have developing some of the best and brightest students at our Leadership Institute over the past 4 days. Students, can I hear you speak right now? I hope in the process we have delivered on many of their dreams as well. Tonight, we have over 400 students in this room representing our 47 member schools. In addition, we have 30 middle and high school students participating in the Vivian Burley Marshall Academy, one of our K-12 initiatives, here with us tonight. Mississippi kids, are you in the house? And the staff and I couldn't be prouder of these students and what they have experienced for the past few days. These students are the reason why we are here and why we're asking you to give tonight. Without your money, there is no mission. Since inception, TMCF has provided over $300 million to HBCUs and PBIs. And the students on these campuses and created programs that serve as a pipeline for high school to college. Through TMCF, students can soar to new heights and seize opportunities. In a sense, they cannot fly without wings or progress in a very competitive world without continued support. So now it's time to give you something. Our planned entertainment for tonight is a product of one of our universities, Alabama A&M. Unfortunately, Reuben Stoddard has fallen ill, and he sincerely regrets not being able to be with us. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him for a speedy recovery. Fortunately, we are pleased to have with us this evening another Grammy-nominated recording artist to perform one of Reuben's most well-known songs, Flying Without Wings. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Ivan Garrett.
Everybody's looking for that something, one thing that makes it all complete. You'll find it in the strangest places you never knew it could be. Some find it in the faces of their children. Some find it in their lovers' eyes. Who can deny the joy it brings when you found that special thing? You're flying without wings. Some find the sharing every morning. Some in the solitary life. Some find it in the words of others. A simple line can make you laugh or cry. You'll find it in the deepest friendships, the kind you cherish all your life. And when you found that special thing, you know just what it brings. You're flying without wings. So impossible as it may seem, you've got to fight for every dream. Oh, to know which one you let go would have made you complete. But for me, it's waking up beside you to watch the sun rise on your face, to know that I can say I love you at any given time or place. But it's the little things that only I know. Those are the things that make you mine, oh mine, oh mine. And it's the flying without wings. 'Cause you're my special thing. I'm flying without wings. 'Cause you're the place my life begins, and you'll be where it ends. I'm flying without wings, and that's the joy you bring. I'm flying without wings. Oh yes.
Wasn't that amazing? Let's give Alvin and the Howard University Gospel Choir another round of applause. Created as a refuge to continue to advance African American students before the Civil Rights Act of 1964, HBCUs and PBIs today provide quality education for all students, but not just African American students. They come from many different walks of life, including first generation and low income. TMCF was created because there was no organization at the time supporting public HBCUs. And we would not be here tonight without the vision and the passion that drove our founder to create this organization. So please join me in acknowledging Dr. N. Joyce Payne. Would you please stand and be recognized for your vision? An amazing leader, Dr. Payne. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another amazing leader I'm going to recognize is the person who was here before me, and that is Johnny C. Taylor. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny, would you please stand? Yes, yes. Thank you, Johnny, for leaving me with an amazing organization. Under your leadership, TMCF established strong partnerships that provided our students with access and exposure to great opportunities. I look forward to continuing where you left off and leading this organization into a brand new chapter. I appreciate you and the Society for Human Resource Management continued support by purchasing a premier table tonight. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I briefly mentioned this before, but as you enjoy the rest of the evening, please do not forget this. This is a fundraiser. The additional money we raise tonight will fund several scholarships you will hear more about later in the program. The process is to give is very easy. Just visit tmcf.org/give and make your donation. Take a look at some friendly characters explain it to you better on this video. Yes, it's that easy, and some of those prizes are really nice. I would like to get those Redskins tickets since they're playing well this year. So Robin, my wife, make sure you bid on those, get in that thing so we can get those tickets. Now it's time to present our first award. All of our awardees tonight served as role models for the next generation of leaders and represent the late Justice Thurgood Marshall's commitment to equal opportunity for all, men and women, regardless of their race, creed, religion, or origin. To learn more about these outstanding individuals, their bios can be found in your program book. Our first award of the evening is the Thurgood Marshall Legacy Award. Please welcome to the stage a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University who has become one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. You may remember him from hosting BET's 106 in Park or the Miss USA pageant. We are so proud of this alum, Mr. Terrence J.
Harry, thank you so much. Hi, root to the bros. Don't matter where we are, we can have on suits, ties, tuxedos. I could be in a swimming pool somewhere, there'll always be a queue. Airport. One time I was at the airport, the pilot turned around. Rude dog. I'm like, fly the plane. Fly, stay focused on the plane. My name is Terrence. I am so happy to be here. My mom was pregnant with me when she was 17 years old. She finished high school at 18, and she did not have an opportunity to go to college because she had a kid. She was working 2 jobs, back and forth on the train with a little 8-pound child strapped to her chest. So for my mother, me going to college was the most important thing in the world. It meant everything to her. So I did. I got accepted into North Carolina A&T State University. Aggie pride. But that is not where the journey, it's not where I'm doing my serious speech, Aggie's chill. It's not the end of the journey. You know, going to college is tough. The bills are tough, tuition is expensive, room and board is expensive, trying to eat and make ends meet and get through college is a tough thing. I was on academic probation, and I was this close to dropping out of school. I had a professor. Her name was Cherie Lawson, and she told me about the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. This was way before the movie. This was before Chadwick Boseman. I had to do my research. I had to see what was going on, and when I learned more about him and realized how dope he was, I wanted this scholarship so much, and by the grace of God, because it certainly wasn't my grades, by the grace of God, I was a recipient of the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship at my school. That scholarship, it just wasn't about the money. It was the fact that an organization as prestigious as this believed in me. They believed in me. That gave me so much confidence to make it through college, and without going through college and graduating, there would have been no 106 in Park for me. Without 106 in Park, there would have been no Think Like a Man for me. Without Think Like a Man, there would have been no E! News, no Grammy, Oscar, red carpets. I wouldn't have been able to feed my family if it wasn't for that level of commitment and that level of belief. So I stand here not just as a presenter, I stand here as a testament to what this program can do. So thank you to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund from the bottom of my heart for believing in me, and for everybody in this room, please dig deep into those pockets to do your part for the future me's and the future you's. Thank you. With that said, I'm so honored to present the first award this evening. I'd like to introduce you guys to Leslie T. Thornton. She is the Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary of WGL Holdings Incorporated and Washington Gas. Now, she definitely exemplifies Justice Thurgood Marshall's commitment to fairness, civil rights, and education. Let's learn more about this outstanding woman.
When I was in high school, I read a book by a Judge Lisa Rachette. She was on the Philadelphia Common Police Court. She wrote a book called The Throwaway Children, and it was about the juvenile justice system in Philly. And I read this book and I thought, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna right all the wrongs of the criminal justice system in the world. And that's what I did for a while. And I was in the Clinton administration for 8 years when education was the top domestic priority of the president, and I was chief of staff to the education secretary. I got to do presidential debate prep. I got to do continuity of operations of government. That's all I can say about that. I got to fly on Air Force One. Just amazing, amazing things. So I think the catalyst for my success, I would say, is stubbornness, maybe. Only half joking about that. Hard work, clearly, really good education. And I think, we all stumble, right? No one gets where they are without stumbling, and I think the key to that is just picking yourself back up and brushing yourself off and moving ahead. I think particularly now, it's really important that we focus on supporting our young people to get as far as they can get in school so that they can become the next leaders and be leaders of courage and commitment and integrity and strength. So the advice I would give to young people that are thinking about law school or a legal career, I would just say bring it. And punch above your weight. It's hard, it's long, but it's worth it, and we need you. Receiving this award from the Thurgood Marshall College Fund means everything to me. I grew up in a household where it wasn't an option not to go to college. And my parents were in a position to put 4 kids through school as far as we wanted to go. And so the ability to help support an organization that supports kids, people that look like me, reach those goals means everything to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Thurgood Marshall Legacy Award is presented to an outstanding member of the legal profession who exemplifies a commitment to equal opportunity and education. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Miss Leslie T. Thornton.
Good evening. Wow. Thank you for this. Thank you. It's amazing. Thank you all for being here. I can't even see how far back that goes. As you heard, I grew up in a household where higher education was not optional. And the value and importance of higher education was something the 4 of us as kids, my brother's here, Hugh, hey, fundamentally understood as an imperative. In grade school, we had to learn new big words every day and recite their meaning at dinner. In middle school, we had to read a newspaper article and be able to explain it. I suspect some version of this story is true for many of the esteemed people in this room. But it was not until I was working for U.S. Education Secretary Dick Riley, who you saw, in a presidential administration where education was the top domestic priority, that I understood acutely that all my adolescent grumbling about all the school stuff notwithstanding, we were profoundly blessed as kids and supported to be pushed towards and to get through school, to get to college, to get through college, to go to graduate school. And just how many people do not have those opportunities and experiences? Today, especially at this time in our country, where basic liberties and rights are being threatened, where all men and women are not created equal, where right and good can seem like just notions, we must give our young people the tools they need to take the helm and to steer us true. We must make sure to give our young people the building blocks that will propel them to be the leaders who walk proudly in their authority with integrity and grace and goodness towards whatever it is they want to become: engineers, astronauts, lawyers, doctors, teachers, presidents. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had the audacity to believe that people everywhere can have education and culture for their minds. I have the audacity to believe that with our help, with all of your help, the young people in this room, the young people who benefit from the Thurgood Marshall College Funds will not only have education and culture for their minds, but for their future, for our future. And for these great leaders to come, all of you guys out there, I offer you Thurgood Marshall's direction. Where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out, because this is your country. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on. Thank you.
Congratulations, Leslie. Let's give Leslie another round of applause. For those millennials that can't live without Wi-Fi, that information is located in your program book. Our next presenter shot to stardom as a fan favorite on Bravo's highly rated reality show, Real Housewives of Atlanta. With her no-nonsense demeanor and tell-it-like-it-is attitude, this New York native quickly became reality TV breakout star and media darling. She has portrayed her reality success into hit shows such as Fox Glee and starred in 2 separate Broadway shows, Cinderella and Chicago. Please welcome to the stage the lovely Nene Leakes to introduce 2 outstanding TM scholars.
Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys look amazing. Thank you so much for having me. As someone who spends a lot of time supporting various charities off camera and a founder of my own charity, Twisted Hearts, I am honored to stand here to bring out these 2 students. I'm sure many things you hear tonight will inspire you in some ways, but I am positive the students you are about to meet and the stories you are about to share are going to fill your hearts and blow you away. Please welcome to the stage Talea Berry, a senior at Morgan State University. She is a health education major with a 3.75 GPA. Yeah. And JaVale Wilson, a junior at the University of the District of Columbia. Yeah. He is a mechanical engineering major with a GPA of 3.95.
Thank you, Nene, for being here with us tonight. Good evening, everyone. My name is Talea Berry. We are the 2 students representatives who are providing a voice on behalf of all of the TMCF scholars in attendance and the other nearly 300,000 on HBCU campuses. We hope our stories will help you understand the importance of supporting organizations like TMCF and students like us. Believe it or not, I grew up right here in Washington, D.C. Before I arrived at Morgan State University, before I crossed the stage at my high school graduation, even before I learned how to spell my name, I faced several hardships while living with my mother not too far from here at my childhood home. After a series of events, my father intervened and I moved to Montgomery County with him and my stepmother. For a while, I found peace and serenity in my new home, until a few weeks after my 14th birthday. At that age, I went to the doctor several times as I drastically lost weight. This was both alarming and concerning to my parents and the medical professionals. After a series of doctor's visits, tests, and ER visits, I was diagnosed with a rare intestinal disease that the doctors concluded was due to habitual stress I experienced as a child. The major source of that stress was my relationship with my biological mother. And even though I was removed from that environment and I had loving and supporting people, I still lacked that from my biological mother. And I was holding on to events that caused trauma and feelings of worthlessness and feeling unwanted. Because I was unaware of the link between stress and health, I now have a lifelong chronic disease that consistently presents barriers to my quality of life. However, those barriers were not going to stop me from pursuing my dreams, not even when the doctors medically advised me. Thank you. Not even when the doctors medically advised me to not even consider going to college, as school would agitate my condition. I used all of my adversities to fuel my dreams instead. My firsthand experiences dealing with stress and the detrimental impact it has to your health led me to pursue a major in health education at Morgan State University. And in the future, I plan to develop primary and secondary curricula for health education that focuses on the intersection between stress and health. Through my connections with organizations like the Thurgood Marshall College Fund and my coursework at Morgan State, I will make those dreams a reality. TMCF gives students like me opportunities that were not always available on campus. This organization opens doors that I hope will not only allow me to fulfill my dreams, but also educate other young people through my story. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, TMCF, for all that you have done for me, giving me a platform, validating my work, and thank you to our founders for supporting us and making nights like this possible. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Javel Wilson. I am a firm believer that if you want something in life you have never had, you have to do something you have never done. This principle has been the driving force propelling me on my journey to this point. I am a son of a proud single mother who raised 3 children, my brother, my sister, and me in Portland, Jamaica. I watched my mom exemplify perseverance even when life was not at its best. And even with rheumatoid arthritis, my mom worked tirelessly to provide us with the best care that she could muster. I continued to persevere despite the challenges. Life was hard, and then it got harder. In my 11th grade year of high school, just before my final examinations, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. Mom never kept anything from me. She believed I was old enough to know everything, but I wish this she hadn't told me. I just wasn't ready to even think of losing the only person, the only support that I had. This was in the midst of my sister being away at college and my brother being employed on a ship that took him far away from home. But thanks to God, Mom survived this very traumatic experience. We made it through as a family. We persevered. As I transitioned towards the end of my high school career, I knew that hard work and, once again, perseverance would provide me with better opportunities for life. And with very little support, I did exceptionally well in school, graduating with nearly a 4.0 GPA. I moved to DC after being awarded a tuition scholarship. To receive a scholarship to study in one of the most powerful cities in the world was an opportunity that I could not pass up. I had no place to live and very little money to support myself. Then came an angel, Heather Wiggins, who paid for me to stay in a hotel and eventually co-signed so I could find a place to live. I continued to work hard to figure out how to balance the pressures of life with college and attempted to lay foundations to stabilize my future. During my studies, I met a supporter and professor that would eventually change my life, Dr. Kate Klein. She saw my hard work, determination, and will to survive and succeed. From this, she facilitated a paid opportunity with one of her research labs, which eventually led to many more opportunities. I found TMCF through Miss Martinique Thompson. And the sky was the limit for my support and success. The financial, educational, and professional support that I received through this organization is priceless. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued time and financial support to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. There is a saying that if you can change the life of one, then you can change generations. TMCF has started this generational change I needed. I hope to pay this forward one day. But in the meantime, my future generations, my family, and I, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Executive Vice President of Business Development and Innovation and Entrepreneurship at TMCF, Mr. George Spencer.
Now, if these student stories didn't touch you, I have something that will. Can we turn the house lights up, please? Talea and JaVale, will you join me back on stage? JaVale and Talea are just two of the many exceptional students we have in the room tonight. Will all of our TMCF scholars who participated in our annual Leadership Institute please stand and remain standing? I want people to see the talent that is coming out of our HBCUs and PBIs. This is why your donations are so important right here. Now, there was a card at your seat which highlights a student and their dreams. The students on the cards are here in the room tonight with us, and we need to do our part to help their dreams become a reality. As the person who spends a fair amount of time raising money for TMCF, I know better than anyone about the financial resources required to really support these deserving students in need. The average tuition at one of our schools is $8,000. $80,000 would fund scholarships for 10 deserving students tonight. As a professional fundraiser, or should I say friend raiser, I would like to see us raise nearly $100,000 for scholarships tonight. It will also help support a special moment you will hear about later in the program. While our corporate partners provide some financial support and opportunities for our students, we need donations. To put our revenue needs in perspective, for every dollar raised, we have identified an additional $10 in need. And for every student that gets a scholarship from TMCF, another 7 apply who cannot be awarded a scholarship. In other words, we need all the money and support we can get. Every dollar helps TMCF support students. So please go to tmcf.org/give and take the step towards delivering a dream. Once again, don't forget to post your donation on social media with the hashtag TMCFGala31 and encourage others to give too. Remember, we're trying to raise a minimum of $100,000 tonight. I honestly just gave $500, and because we lead by example, 100% of TMCF staff has committed to give tonight. I hope all of you will contribute what you can. We will be reporting your giving throughout the night. So students, you may take your seats. Thank you.
I switched sides on you. Thank you, George. I don't know about you, that moment definitely touched me. Those testimonies should push you to want to give and support all our TMCF scholars, which you can still do during dinner. Now, this is your time to share your pictures, videos, and experiences via social media. Don't forget to use the TMCF hashtag TMCFGala31. And now please join me in welcoming back to the stage the Howard Gospel Choir.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Reginald Golden, and I have the pleasure of serving as the music director for the Howard Gospel Choir. Can you give this wonderful group behind me a round of applause? That would be all right if they were from Hampton, but they're from Howard. Let me hear you make some noise. Ain't you? You know. And our pirate cousins from Virginia, we love you. And send our regards. No, I'm playing. This is a wonderful opportunity. Howard, now can we make some noise for this wonderful organization? Can we celebrate them for all the great things that they're doing? And one of our choir members is actually a recipient of a scholarship that was made possible in part by the gracious work of the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. And we're really excited. That's one thing that we always remind our students when they come. If you know anything about the Howard Gospel Choir, we stay pretty busy. And we're traveling, we're always doing something, we're always singing somewhere. But one of our business managers always reminds us that when you came to Howard, you did not come to major in HGC. You did not come to major in singing in a choir, but you came to get your education and you came to be able to better yourself, just like our illustrious president just mentioned. And so we just are excited and honored to be here to help celebrate you all, to help tribute you all for all the great work that you're doing. Now, can't give yourselves a round of applause. You just look so beautiful. I think you're worth a little more than that. So we're going to sing a few songs that we hope will encourage you. This first one was written by our other director. His name is Mr. Darrell Brown, and this song is entitled One World.
One world is what I pray for. One world, free for all mankind. One world that we can be proud of. A world where all is right.
One world is what I dream of. One world where we are not judged. One world that treats everyone equal.
A world where we can rise above.
I see your people standing by each other. United they will become strong. Blending their voices together in one song. A people that will love with help from above. I see a place where there is no killing, no fighting crime or stealing. I see a place where people are respected. A place where love abounds and hope and joy is found.
One world.
So here's what I pray for. One world. Free for all mankind. One world that we can be proud of. Come on, song says a world where all is right. Yeah, one world. So here's what I dream of. One world where we are not judged. And I want to know treats everyone equal. A world where we can rise above. Even though problems may come our way, and even though we can't see a brighter day, we must stop and imagine what this world would be. Even though reason still is wrong, even though racism is strong, just stop and imagine what this world would be if we all believe. Believe things will get better. And believe God will make a way. We trust you for the greater. Said believe. Come on, trust him for the greater. And believe that things will change. Say one world is what I pray for. One world for all mankind. One world to be proud of. A world where all is right. So one world is what I dream of. One world where we are not judged. I want one world that treats everyone equal. A world where we can rise above. Rise above. Come on, Howard. Everybody see it. Yes, we can. And yes, we will. We will rise above. Come on, that's the last part. Everybody see it. Yes, we can. And yes, we will. We will rise above. Come on, no matter what obstacle may come our way, say it. Yes, we can. Yes, we will. We will rise above. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we will. We will rise above. Come on, last time. Everybody said, yes, we can. Yes, we will. Rise above. Come on, if that's your prayer, why don't you just make some noise in the building?
This next song is entitled Glorious God, and it's a title track from our album that we released not too long ago. We had the pleasure of being invited to come and sing at one of the Stellar Awards events as we celebrated 2 nominations in the 2017 season. This is Glorious God. The song says, Thine, O Lord, is greatness, power, and glory. Thine, O Lord, is victory and majesty. One more time. Thine, O Lord, is greatness, power, and glory. Thine, O Lord, is victory and majesty. The song says, everything in heaven and on earth is yours.
And on earth is yours.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
You're glorious.
Glorious God.
Yeah. You are a great and glorious God.
Glorious God.
Yeah. The next part just reminds us that we walk on by faith and not by sight. Anybody that has made it through college knows that there were times when you couldn't see your way out. But we have a helper, we have an advocate, we have a counselor who's promised that he will never leave us nor forsake us.
And set our suffering can't compare with his glory.
For the sufferings of this present time, the late nights that you spent studying and crying are gonna all be revealed in glory. Because every situation is under God's control. Under your control. Everything
in heaven
Thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. You're glorious. You're glorious, you're great, you're mighty, you're awesome. You remain the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. We lift your name and we celebrate your goodness and ask you to do what you can do. Shower down, send your power and your glory, Lord.
oh God.
We need you to fill us with your spirit. Shower your glory, Lord. Send it, oh God. Shower down
your power.
Send your glory,
oh God.
There's nobody like you. With the spirit, show your glory, oh God. You're the first and the last. You're the God who made a way. You're the God who'll do it again. God, you reign. You're the King of the ages. You are God of our weary years, God of our silent tears. Thou who has brought us thus far along the way. God, you reign. You're the King of the ages. You are. You're the God who's brought me out. You're the God who's seen me through. God, you reign forever. You're the King of the ages. It's still true. You are. You're glorious. You've always made it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you all for the invitation. Howard, can we give them one last round of applause? We're gonna sing one last song, and we love to be encouraging, we love to be inspirational. So this last song, we're gonna need a little help, okay? I need you to do me a favor, I need you to wipe your mouth, don't spit on anyone. I need you to say neighbor. Neighbor. Oh, it's a little quiet church, say neighbor. Neighbor. I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on. And now we gotta find all the singers in the house, because I'm coming to find you anyway. I need you to say neighbor. Neighbor. Hold on. Hold on. What? Hold on. Yeah. You good. Okay, you want to get some more practice? Say, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, y'all look sounding real good. Hold on. Hold on. They said, no, you hold on. Yeah, we're good. Come on, can you move your body? We borrowed this one from our friends from Minnesota. The Sounds of Blackness. Uncle Gary, we love you. Things getting out there. We like to sing. Yesterday, a man said to me, said, how can you smile when the world is crumbling down? I said, it's my secret. When I wanna cry, yeah, I take a look around and I see that I'm getting by. So I hold, sing, hop, hold. Encourage your neighbor, change is coming. Hold on, don't you worry about a thing. You gotta hold on. Hold on. We're gonna make it. If you hold on. Hold on. Everything will be alright.
Some people like to worry. Some people like to hide. Some people like to run away from the pain inside. Now it's your business. Do whatever you wanna do. And if it don't work out, here's what you gotta do. Sit or hold on. Hold on. Your change is coming. Change is coming. Hold on. Hold don't you worry about a thing. No, hold on. Cause you can make it. Hold on. Everything.
The next one says, when the troubles of life, they weigh you down. Just lift your head up, yeah, 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 yeah. When the love you seek gets hard to find, just be strong, keep the faith, lift your head up, hold on. Hold on. Your change is coming, yeah. Hold on. Don't you worry, you should hold on. We're gonna make it. If we hold on, everything. La 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 Say we hold on. Say change is coming. Hold on. And don't worry. Say we hold on. You're gonna make it. Sing hold on. Everything will be alright. Sing la la. La la. Hold on, and don't you worry.
hold on, and everything. Hey, said we hold on. Change is coming. Said hold on, and don't worry. Hold on, you're gonna make it. Sing hold on, and everything.
One more time. Hold on. Change is coming. Yeah. Come on, sing. Hold on. Don't worry about it. You should hold on. Boom, 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 boom. You can make it. Hold on. Hold on. Everything will be all right. So we hold on. Hold on. Thank you so much. We love you. God bless you. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you, Thank you, Howard Gospel Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, please now enjoy your dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Dr. Harry L. Williams.
Was that a great dinner? I hope everyone enjoyed their meal, that wonderful performance by the Howard Gospel Choir. Can we give the Howard Gospel Choir another round of applause? As we go into the final part of the evening, please continue posting and donating. You still have time to win one of those nice prizes. Now to bring greetings on behalf of our president partners, please welcome to the stage Dewey Norwood Jr., Relationship Manager for Wells Fargo.
Well, good evening, everybody. Harry, I don't know about everyone else, but I really enjoyed that meal. I also saw some really cool pictures on the social media wall, so we want you all to continue to post. You all look great. You're creating a lot of buzz and visibility for TMCF. I stand before you tonight to bring you greetings on behalf of Wells Fargo, a long-standing partner of TMCF, and all the major partners who helped make this night possible. Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. As I call the partners' names, would their representatives please stand and be acknowledged? Breakthrough Beverage Group. John Deere. Koch Industries Incorporated. United Airlines. Walmart. And Wells Fargo. Let's give these partners a big round of applause. Remember, everybody, a full list of tonight's partners and supporters can be found in your program. Without the support of key partners, we wouldn't be able to continue to develop minds and deliver dreams. It's my hope that corporations and individual donors alike will continue to see the need to support these exceptional schools and amazing students. At Wells Fargo, one of the primary ways that we lead is through our strategic corporate philanthropy. In 2017, our firm provided more than $286 million to more than 14,500 nonprofits all around the U.S. That number also included about $68 million, a little over $68 million in support of education, programs, and schools. Here for 2018, our CEO, Tim Sloan, has committed to increasing our corporate philanthropy by 40%, a 40% increase to increase the total to more than $400 million. With that in mind, tonight, we'd like to announce an additional $1 million that we are providing in support of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. To celebrate the moment, I'd like to invite Dr. Harry Williams back on the stage for a moment. Tonight's contributions combined with our prior giving will increase our charitable gifts to TMCF to over $8 million. This investment, yeah, something to clap about, absolutely. This investment will strengthen our support for TMCF's OFC Innovation and the Entrepreneurship Program, as well as one of my favorite programs, the Teacher Quality and Retention Program. This funding will also provide more scholarships for students across our 47-member campus network, and of course, support for the Leadership Institute and this wonderful gala. We're very excited, Wells Fargo is very excited to continue our work with TMCF, and we look forward to greater impact in the days ahead. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Dory. What an incredible gift. But you're not off the hook just because we got $1 million from the Wells Fargo. We want you to continue to go to your phones, go to your book, and make these donations. Dewey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Before we move on, I also have to recognize our founding partners, the National Basketball Association and Miller Coors. Thank you for your continued support as well. I also want to thank the president and CEO of Miller Coors, Mr. Gavin Hessersley, for joining us tonight. Gavin, thank you. The next person you will meet is a social media sensation, an Arkansas police officer for 20 years. His mission is to continue a movement that impacts lives with individuals of all ages and races. He's been recognized locally and nationally and internationally for connecting with inner city youth to bridge the gap of building trust and respect between the community and law enforcement. Now to recognize some very special guests, please welcome Officer Thomas Norman, or better known as Officer Tommy, to the stage.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. It's a huge honor. I also want to recognize my beautiful fiance that's here tonight supporting me. Thank you, and what an amazing evening this has been. As someone who spends a lot of time back in North Little Rock, Arkansas, with young people in the communities there, being here tonight with you to raise funds for education of young people is right up my alley and near to my heart. I will make sure, and I actually already have, shared this event on my social media platforms to help spread the word about TMCF and the great things that this organization is doing. I'm happy to have the honor to recognize some important individuals with us tonight. The first group are passionate TMCF supporters who help guide the organization. So I'd like to ask all members of the TMCF Board of Directors to please stand and be recognized. The next special group with us tonight consists of TMCF member school leadership representing HBCUs and PBIs. Would all presidents, chancellors, and law school deans please stand and be recognized? Also, a special thank you to all members of the Honorary Congressional Host Committee for tonight's gala. Would all members of Congress or any other elected officials please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much again for having us here tonight. It's a huge honor. Enjoy the rest of your evening and don't forget to give. God bless.
Thank you so much, Officer Tommy, for those special acknowledgments, for using your platform to bring awareness to TMCF. Now let's see how much money we have raised at this point in the evening. Not bad. But I know we can do better. Everyone, please visit tmcf.org/ and give and continue to make dreams of many of these students a reality. Now to present the Educational Leadership Award for true TMCF and HBCU advocate. Please join me and welcome to the stage the Honorable Justice Justin E. Fairfax, Lieutenant Governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, and Congressman Mark Walker of the great state of North Carolina.
Well, thank you, Harry. I am extremely excited and honored to stand here tonight to present this award. Hailing from the state of North Carolina, where 11 HBCUs sit, I understand the importance and value of these schools. In fact, I'm married a two-time graduate of Winston-Salem State University. Go Rams, right? The Educational Leadership Award is presented annually to an extraordinary individual who has demonstrated outstanding business, academic, and visionary leadership through unwavering action and highly effective management of his, or in this case, her institution. Tonight, we honor Dr. Glenda B. Glover for her commitment to Tennessee State University and for her leadership on and off the campus. Please direct your attention to the screens to learn a little bit more about this dynamic educational leader.
My greatest achievement to date is leading Tennessee State University. To actually be here at Tennessee State where my foundation was laid, to come back and lead the institution that gave me my start. It is an awesome blessing. So my number one platform is HBCUs, marketing HBCUs, encouraging students to attend HBCUs, and then finding funds for HBCUs. So what better way to start than to launch a campaign to raise $1 million in one day for HBCUs. That's making an impact. Being the international president of Alpha Kappa Alpha, as well as the president of Tennessee State University, it's a full circle moment for me because I was a student here at Tennessee State and I was initiating the Alpha Kappa Alpha at Tennessee State. And now to come back and lead TSU, to come back and lead Alpha Kappa Alpha, it is a full circle moment. Thank you, Thurgood Marshall College Fund, for this honor. I'm so appreciative that this year I was selected. It represents the faculty, the staff, the students, the alumni, and I'm thankful that I was selected to receive such an honor.
Thank you, Congressman. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Justin Fairfax. I'm honored to serve as the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And thank you all so much. I'm also honored to get to present tonight's award to an extraordinary leader, really a giant in so many ways, Dr. Glenda B. Glover. And I want to tell you a very quick story about Dr. Glover and what she has meant to so many of us over so many years. When we won our election, by the way, with the most votes in the history of the Commonwealth of Virginia last year in 2017, one of the first phone calls that I got after winning that election was from one and only Dr. Glover, and she gave me words of encouragement and inspiration and things that I now use to carry out my responsibility. So I've had a personal connection to her. Also, as an Alpha man, I'm proud of the international president of AKA, and to be able to honor her here tonight. My mom's an AKA as well. But here's the very quick story I wanted to share about intergenerational wealth and what Thurgood Marshall Scholars Program and what leaders like Dr. Glover have done and have meant to all of us. The week of my inauguration was discovered in the Fairfax County Courthouse a manumission document that had freed my great-great-great-grandfather, Simon Fairfax, from slavery in Fairfax County, Virginia, 220 years ago on June the 5th, 1798. My father got a copy of that document 2 days before our inauguration. He gave a copy of it to me 20 minutes before I walked out the steps of the Capitol of the Confederacy to take the oath of office as the 41st Lieutenant Governor of Virginia. Thank you. If 220 years later, Simon Fairfax's great-great-great-grandson could be sworn in as the #2 in command of the very same state where he had been enslaved, all things are possible. God is good. We have leaders like Dr. Glover who have made things like that possible for so many of us over so many years. And so without further ado, I am honored to give today, along with the Congressman, the 2018 Educational Leadership Award to a giant, one of our favorite people on the planet Earth, Dr. Glenda B. Glover. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm extremely honored and humbled to receive this Educational Leadership Award. Thank you to Dr. Williams, our TMCF CEO and President, and to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund for this prestigious recognition. As an HBCU graduate, this is the highest honor that I could receive because it underscores that I was prepared by 2 HBCUs. First, as an undergraduate at Tennessee State University, and then graduate school at Clark, Atlanta, I recognize it was made possible because HBCUs laid the foundation for any success that I achieved and allowed me to come full circle from an inquiring student to an inspiring president. This award represents the HBCU President of the Year, also is an honor representing the bright and talented students at Tennessee State University, our leaders of tomorrow, the dedicated faculty and staff committed to nurturing and inspiring them, and the visionary leadership of the TSU Board of Trustees, represented here tonight by my chairman of the board, Dr. Joseph Walker, and Trustee Edith Peterson Mitchell. Thank you all very much. Receiving this award would not be possible without my village of the 3 Fs, my faith, family, and friends. First, I recognize that none of this, none of any accomplishments or the work and the service that I'm led to do would be possible without God ordering my steps. To my husband, Charles, who is here tonight, please stand. Thank you. And our 2 adult children, Candace and Charles. You all have been with me every step of the way as I travel down this journey. Thank you for your love and your support. To my friends who are here tonight, the TSU alumni, the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, where I serve as international president, the other members of the Divine Nine, the network of sister support and encouragement. Alpha Kappa Alpha has been so impressed with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund that we're going to make we're making a contribution of $25,000 to your scholarship fund. Thank you. Finally, I accept this award on behalf of all female HBCU presidents, past and present. It is a prestigious group who give support to each other and who are constantly advocating for larger numbers of female presidents. Again, thank you to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund and my family, friends, and colleagues here to share this special moment with me. May God bless each of you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations again, Dr. Glover. Please join me in giving her another round of applause. As we continue our program, please welcome to the stage Gerard Robertson, Executive Director of the Center for Advancing Opportunity, to update you on the work at the CAO. Gerard.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Good evening, everyone. The Center for Advancing Opportunity was created through a partnership in 2017 between the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, the Charles Koch Foundation, and Koch Industries, sponsors of tonight's 2018 Gala, as well as the Leadership Institute. The mission of CAO is to work with scholars and students at HBCUs and other post-secondary institutions to create solutions to challenges in education, criminal justice, and entrepreneurship. Last year, we were here to launch the partnership, and I just want to share with you some of the great things that we've been able to do in the last year. First, in February of this year, we were honored to have sponsor our first State of Opportunity in America Summit, where we had over 114 HBCU professors, 38 non-HBCU professors, as well as 43 HBCUs, 31 of them our member schools, who had an opportunity to talk to us about their research. We were proud to have Sir Angus Deaton, winner of the 2015 Nobel Prize in Economics, and Rich Lou Dennis, who's the owner of Essence Magazine, serve as two of our keynote speakers. During the summit, we released the first of its kind in America, a study where we gathered data from 6,230 people in 49 states and the District of Columbia to understand what people who live in fragile communities identify as solutions to challenges in education, criminal justice, and economic mobility. Our next summit will take place here in DC, April 14th, 15th, and 16th, and we look forward to having some of you with us. CAO has also invested $8.7 million into 3 HBCUs to create centers. We have the Center for the Study of Economic Mobility at Winston-Salem State University. We have the Center, let me go ahead and get your shout in. We have the Center for Educational Opportunity at Albany State University. No Albany State. And we also have the Center for Justice Research at Texas Southern University. We're also proud to have awarded doctoral and undergraduate fellowships to students at Spelman, Jackson State, Florida A&M, Central State University, and others. We are excited for the work that we do. And in closing, CAO is proud to invest into HBCUs for the work that they do. Because when we invest into HBCUs, we're going to help millions of families, individuals, and children move from promise to prosperity. And when we do so, we live up to our highest principles. As a graduate of an HBCU, Howard University, I know how this works firsthand. Now, to continue the program, I want to welcome to the stage one of the hardest working people at TMCF, Bernae Long, TMCF's Director of the Distinguished Scholars Program, here to share a special story. Thank you.
Good evening. Tonight I have the honor and privilege to speak on behalf of a TMCF scholar whose voice has been silenced, Mr. Paul Daniel Hammond III, a 2016 summa cum laude graduate of North Carolina A&T State University. I first came to know Paul when he was selected to be in the inaugural class of 33 Apple HBCU scholars. And there are a lot of things that I could tell you about Paul and how his presence would command a room, but instead I like to share his story using excerpts from his college scholarship essay. Paul grew up in Stone Mountain, Georgia, the second of 5 children, and he described his childhood as unstable. In the 2nd grade, he moved around a lot with his parents. And not understanding why this was happening, he writes, I remember one night going to my grandparents' home, not knowing that that would be my permanent stay. I later find out, he says, my mother and father were always in and out of jail. Paul described the challenges of being raised by his grandparents and not being able to see his parents on a regular basis. But as a young man, he came to appreciate that his grandparents didn't have to raise him and his siblings, but they chose to do so. And Paul writes, I know it must be hard mentally and financially for them to support all 5 of us by themselves. And getting 5 kids through college will be a real burden. But if I'm fortunate to be a recipient of a scholarship, I can take some of that burden off of them. And that's a true testament of Paul's appreciation and desire to succeed, not only for himself, but also for his family. And while at North Carolina A&T State University, Paul was quickly identified as a TMCF scholar. He was truly one of our stars, earning the opportunity to attend multiple leadership institutes. Paul also received many awards and internship opportunities with major organizations, including Boeing and Apple. In 2016, as an outgrowth of his experience in Silicon Valley, Paul, along with 2 friends, co-founded Black Valley, a community for Black interns at technology companies. And this community allows them to share professional as well as academic resources. Paul's influence and innovation ultimately led him a position as a technical program manager with Microsoft. Paul worked hard in pursuit of his dream and was on his way to becoming a notable name amongst African Americans in the technology industry. Tragically, in June of this year, Paul died in a car accident at the age of 23. But Paul lived life on purpose, and he touched many lives and left a lasting legacy. And his life is a testament of the work that we do here at the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. With dedicated and unselfish support, Paul was able to beat the odds. Thank you, Paul, for your life and for your legacy. A portion of the funds raised tonight will go towards a scholarship in his honor, and Microsoft is also matching the amount raised tonight for the scholarship. So if you haven't given tonight to help us reach our goal, I hope this special tribute was what you needed to push you to do so. Dr. Williams, will you please return to the stage? And I also like to ask Paul's grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Paul Hammond Sr., and his youngest sister, a freshman at Florida A&M University, Mackenzie Hammond, to join me here on stage to accept this award on behalf of TMCF.
To the family, thank you. Thank you for being with us tonight. And thank you, Microsoft, for helping us increase the amount of this scholarship. It will give Paul's memory alive. It will keep it alive and help deserving students who will follow in his footsteps. On behalf of TMCF, please accept this award in remembrance of Paul. Here to present the CEO of the Year Award is a gifted attorney at a very prominent law firm. He's a contributor to the Huntington Post Live and a legal analyst on MSNBC. He was also recognized by Washington Life magazine as one of the DC's most prominent and powerful young people. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. John Burns.
Good evening, and Harry, thank you for inviting me to join you tonight to support an amazing cause and organization. As someone very involved in the community and philanthropy, I understand the importance of nights like this. The final award being given tonight is the CEO of the Year Award, honoring a corporate leader who has made groundbreaking contributions to his or her organization. This CEO exemplifies the spirit of leadership, demonstrates a profound respect for education and professional development, and possesses a passion for public service and philanthropy. Please direct your attention to the screen to learn more about the Boeing Company under the leadership of the President and CEO, Mr. Dennis Muhlenberg.
At Boeing, our success depends on our ability to attract and grow talented people from all backgrounds and perspectives. Their unique qualities, viewpoints, and experiences enable us to develop the innovative products, services, and solutions we need to compete in a dynamic global marketplace. Since 2012, Boeing has brought on more than 850 students from historically black colleges and universities or minority institutions as paid interns, and we count more than 7,000 alumni as employees, including more than 140 executives.
Working for a company like Boeing gives me many opportunities to be and become whoever I desire to be. As an aerospace engineer, I can work on airplanes, I can work on sailboats, I can work on satellites. So having that ability to work in so many different fields in the same company is amazing to me.
To me, the people are the best part. I think my network here is really solid. People are so willing to help you. If you have any questions, they allow you to reach out to them. You can go sit in their office and talk, whether it's personal or professional. That has been the biggest benefit to me from working at Boeing.
Through scholarships, internships, on-campus engagements, immersive opportunities, and our ongoing partnership with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, we hope to inspire the dreamers and doers of tomorrow to pursue opportunities in aerospace, a great career path in a strong and growing industry.
It's one of the things where it's like they're passionate about growth and development, and they're also passionate about just challenging you on a day-to-day basis. So it's an opportunity for you to grow both mentally, career-wise, etc., but you can all do that under one umbrella because it's a large company.
Boeing recently announced a $6 million investment in the future technical workforce through a partnership with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. We make investments like this because our most valuable resource is our people, and will succeed only if we can continue to attract forward-thinking innovators. I'm honored to receive the 2018 CEO of the Year Award and represent Boeing and our work through the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhlenberg was unable to join us tonight, but please join me in welcoming Ted Colbert, Chief Information Officer at Boeing and TMCF board member, to the stage to accept the award on behalf of Mr. Muhlenberg.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? All right. Thank you for the warm welcome. It is an honor to be here with you all today and accept this award on behalf of our Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Dennis Muhlenberg. My name is Ted Colbert, and as a board member of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, a graduate of Morehouse College, and a member of the Executive Council of the Boeing Company, I am thrilled with this award. This award means a great deal to Dennis, as does our continued investment in TMCF. This is an organization that is very important to Boeing and very, very important to me. As you saw, Dennis has made his commitment clear, and I'm proud of Boeing's investment in a long-term partnership with TMCF to develop and inspire top talent. It's the most valuable asset that we have. I know TMCF is really excited about the partnership, and we are too. It's focused on the development of some very bright minds, and it highlights exactly what TMCF aims to do: connect HBCU scholars with companies like Boeing that value diversity and the wealth of talent on HBCU campuses. That's all of you back there. We value you. As a reminder, Boeing's investment will focus on 3 areas: scholarships and internships, immersive boot camp experiences at Boeing sites across the U.S. that provide hands-on experiences for our students, and on-campus engagements that provide high-touch collaboration opportunities for students, faculty, and administrators. The TMCF colleges and universities are vital sources of our pipeline, and we know the competition is intense. So, many other companies and industries seek the same forward-thinking innovators that we do. There are a lot of brilliant minds in this room, and we want to harness all of that talent. As Dennis mentioned, our collaboration is designed to inspire and cultivate a global workforce for aerospace innovation by increasing access to education, accelerating skills development, and enriching the educational experience for our students. I'd like to thank you all once again. I'm very excited to work with TMCF and to watch our partnership grow. This is a fantastic organization, and I am super proud and very honored to be a part of it. With that, let's get Harry Williams and the first cohort of Boeing scholars up here on stage. Where are they? And our check for $6 million.
Now, isn't this a beautiful picture on this stage? These are scholars here. Let's give Boeing another round of applause for $6 million. Wow. This is what it's all about. We look forward to our continued partnership with Boeing and the talent we are going to develop with the Boeing TMCF HBCU investment. Let's give Ted and the team another round of applause for that major, major announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our awards segment for the evening. Let's give all of our honorees another round of applause. Now, this is the part of the evening I'm sure you all have been waiting for. We're about to find out who won those first-class tickets on United Airlines. Welcome to the stage, TMCF longtime board member, Mr. Gregory Jones.
Good evening and welcome. Is everyone having a good time? Okay. I'm Greg Jones, Chief Diversity Officer at United Airlines, and I'm pleased to be with you today as a proud partner and board member of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. And on behalf of the more than 90,000 employees of United Airlines, we thank you for the opportunity to be with you this evening. At United, we operate with a shared purpose, and that is connecting people and uniting the world. Every day, we help unite the world by connecting people to each other at some of the most important moments in their lives.
P is for privileges. O is for ordinarily I wouldn't. L is for layers of luxury. A is for all the way back. R is for read my mind. And I can't see a thing. S, see you in the morning. Polaris from United.
I want to fly that. I haven't had a shot at that yet. At United, diversity has to be a part of who we are, how we think, and how we succeed. And when you do that, you discover the impact and leadership comes in a lot of different packages. And that is why the Thurgood Marshall College Fund is so important to United Airlines. Now, throughout the night, you've been asked to donate to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund for some great prizes. And one of those prizes are 2 first-class or business-class tickets to fly anywhere United Airlines flies. So on behalf of United Airlines, I would like to congratulate Scott Drake. Where is Scott? As the winner of these tickets. And we look forward to you flying on our airline. And you can pick the tickets up or your vouchers up after the event. Now, I have one more thing to announce. On Saturday, we had a nice fireside chat with all of the students. And one of the things that we asked the students to do was enter into United's talent community with the possibility of winning travel tickets with United. So I have 2 students I want to announce who won the tickets. These are 2 business class round trip tickets in the US, Alaska, Hawaii, Mexico, Central America, Caribbean, and Canada, wherever you choose to go, students. I'd like to announce Marcus Lowry and Nanak Kwadwo Aful. Did I blow the name? Nanak Kwadwo Aful. Well, come to United and get your tickets. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Congratulations to the winners of the tickets, and I want to thank United Airlines for being the official airline partner for TMCF and supporting the organization for so many years. Jim and Susan. Tonight, our chairman of the board is leaving the organization as chairman, and he will go into the status of chairman emeritus. On his way out, Jim and Susan have announced a $1 million gift to the TMCF Scholarship Fund. Now, welcome to the stage. Jim is backstage. Did you tell Susan you were going to do this, Jim? We're going to have Jim on in a minute. Now, let's welcome to the stage a lady who had a vision more than 30 years ago, and the reason why we all are here tonight. The founder of TMCF, Dr. N. Joyce Payne. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Harry. This night has been simply amazing, and each year it gets better and better. TMCF, as you may know, is very near and dear to my heart. This gala serves as a reminder of all the great work the fund has done over the last 31 years, supporting academic scholars, preparing world-ready students, and broadening the doors of our 47 member schools remains our core mission. Our students represent the next generation of leaders in various fields, such as education, business, and government. And speaking of leaders tonight, we've already recognized 3 trailblazers who encompass Thurgood Marshall's legacy. There is another amazing leader who we must recognize, Jim Clifton. In addition to that fabulous $1 million he just gave us, Jim has served as the board chair for the past 15 years and has been a loyal and dedicated friend to TMCF. His work leading a dynamic board of directors has accelerated our growth, innovation, and the production of top talent. As Jim would say, TMCF finds those freaks of nature who will go on to change the world. Jim, we thank you for your vision, your passion, and your extraordinary hard work. However, every great leader must pass the baton. Earlier this morning, the board elected our new board chair, Charles Marinoff. Charles has been a faithful board member, serving as vice chair for several years. We are more than confident that the commitment and drive for TMCF and the students we serve will continue. Now, please join me in welcoming Jim and Charlie to the stage.
That's interesting. I thought Jim was going first. Well, so much for my speech, because the first thing I was going to do was thank Jim for my introduction and then thank him for so many incredible years of service. And more important is his commitment for further service to the organization. Jim loves this organization. It is part of his DNA, and we are blessed that he is going to continue to be involved. Jim and I have both been blessed because we have been able to work with 2 of the most extraordinary leaders that I've ever met. First, it was Johnny Taylor, who did an extraordinary job taking this organization and taking it to a higher level. When Johnny told me he was going to leave, I thought I had some concerns until I met Harry.
Harry is truly one of the most extraordinary individuals, and we are absolutely blessed to have his leadership for the future. I could not be more proud and more honored to work with him. I do want to thank the board of directors for the confidence they've put into me to lead this organization or be part of it. I will tell you, this is the single greatest honor of my life, and it is the fourth best day of my life. The first best day of my life, without a doubt, is the day I married my wife, Lee, who is here. Lee, would you please stand? This woman is an extraordinary individual who your children will read about in books as she rethinks agriculture, health, and food, and taught me what philanthropy was. I thought it was sitting at your desk writing checks. For her, no. You need to be engaged and involved. So God bless you, Lee. Thank you for this amazing partnership. The next best day of your life is the birth of your children. And the third best day I experienced was when they got married and found their life partner. I say this is the fourth best day of my life. It is the best day of my commercial life. Because you would see, I was born to Herman and Sue Marinoff, who were successful business people. I am a member of the third generation of a successful business. Excuse my language, in our industry, they called it the Lucky Sperm Club. As a member of that, if I did not succeed, people would say, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. No, tonight is truly the most important night of my life, because tonight being named as chairman by this most incredible board of outstanding leaders in their own right, working for some of the most admired companies in this country, to be elected for me is truly my most greatest accomplishment. But the profoundness of this position is not really just defined by the board. I have to tell you, it is defined by every one of you students, because all of you here today are extraordinary individuals. And I tell that not just out of my heart, but out of the statistics and numbers that I read. And you guys define both the problem and amazing opportunity. Because in America, only 60% of people who go to college actually graduate. For African Americans, it's more challenging. It's only about 40%. But for Thurgood Marshall Scholarship recipients, it's closer to 95%. That is statistically extraordinary. That is beyond anything I understand. So you might say, well, they must be the elite. These are special students, and that's why they do well. No, these are average, everyday people. These are Pell Grant recipients. These are people who are struggling, but they are part of Thurgood Marshall. And as such, they are inspired to do better. They do not allow their handicaps and their hardships interfere with their success. We at Thurgood Marshall define our own success. And I tell you, you read the papers and you see the news, and you see a very confusing world. You see a world of great opportunity, a world of great despair, and the question is, what reality will we have? At Thurgood Marshall, we defined our reality. We make our own success. We are not dictated by the statistics, and that is why we are here tonight to celebrate your amazing success, your unbelievable hard work, and the future deeds that you will do. And that is why we are here tonight, and that is why I am so proud to stand here and be part of this amazing organization, to work with such incredible leaders like Harry. I feel absolutely blessed. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you. I guess I should introduce Jim. Or no? Oh, well.
He's not new here.
I am now, obviously.
But Charlie, thank you for your very impressive and important mission and passion that you have for this organization. It means a lot to all of us. And as I was saying, he's not new. You've been a part of the fabric of Thurgood Marshall for years. And it's just kind of one more step. You know, I was thinking about what is the responsibility that you have. You got 300,000 students counting on you.
Yep.
God, what a fun responsibility. And that means that you got the United States of America counting on you too. Because if we can't make this work, we can't make America work. And that's your responsibility. And Harry,
Thanks for putting no pressure on me.
And Harry, thank you. You're already crushing it. But thank you for bringing your very impressive leadership, your energy, and he's really smart too. But I think it means a lot to all of us that you would come and take a very hard leadership job, but one that's really fun. And good Lord, is it a rich, a mission-rich job. Joyce, I feel good. I think that our CEO, I think our new chairman, I think our board, and the executives, Harry, the leadership team that you have, it's the best we've ever had. We're better positioned, I think, for the next 10 years than we've ever been before. And Joyce, thank you for what you do, and thank you for taking me along on your ride. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to two outstanding leaders, Jim and Charlie. It's an honor, it's a blessing to be here to lead this outstanding organization. We are going to move it, and we're going to move it, and we're going to move it, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to get kids. They're going to have some outstanding experiences. They're going to get some great jobs, and they're going to do great for America. Thank you so much, Jim and Charlie, for your leadership. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Jim, and congratulations, Charlie. As we bring this evening to a close, I hope you have enjoyed the entire evening. Thank you to the special guests and presenters who supported the Leadership Institute and the Gala, production and hotel staff, and our wonderful volunteers who made this possible as well, and all of our corporate supporters. We are immensely appreciative for our corporate partners, including Urban One for being our exclusive media partner and spreading the word about this grand evening, Breakthrough Beverages Group and Moet Hennessy USA for your spirit donations, the Hershey Company for the sweet table gifts, and all of our raffle prize partners, and of course, our exceptional TMCF staff and volunteers again for your hard work tonight and for your amazing Leadership Institute. This evening is just one night. I hope something you heard will inspire you to do more, to support the phenomenal students that we work so hard for. If you're looking for top talent to fill leadership positions, internship positions, jobs, we can make that happen. If you're interested in funding scholarships to finance a student's dream, we can make that happen. If you want to set up a recurring gift that will allow us to open the doors even wider to higher education, we will gladly make that happen as well. Remember, winners of the raffle will be listed on the screens at the end of this program. If you see your name, you can claim your prizes at the check-in counter where you are assigned your seat. We look forward to your continued support and a lovely good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's good night. Thank you for attending the Thurgood Marshall College Fund's 31st Anniversary Awards Gala. Now travel safely to your destination.